God says, "Listen closely, my beloved soul, and let your heart become still for a moment." This message does not arrive with fear or pressure, but with love that has crossed every distance and gentle strength that has never left your side. What you are hearing now is meant to bring comfort, clarity, and peace, because you have carried questions quietly for a long time, and your spirit has been asking for reassurance even when your lips stayed silent. This is not about rushing or panic. It is about understanding what has always been with you, waiting patiently for the right moment to be felt. Archangel Michael stands near you in calm authority, not with a raised voice, but with a steady presence that settles the heart. He speaks of a bond that does not break with time or space, a connection that remains alive through memory, love, and the unseen care that surrounds you every day. Your Father's love has not ended, it has simply changed its form. It has become guidance in moments when you suddenly feel stronger, protection in times when danger quietly passes you by, and encouragement when you find yourself standing again after moments that tried to weaken you. There are things you have wondered about late at night, moments when you asked if you were on the right path, if your efforts mattered, if anyone truly understood how hard you were trying. This message comes to answer those quiet thoughts. You are seen. Your perseverance has been noticed. The small choices you made to keep going, to stay kind, to remain honest when it would have been easier to give up, have all carried meaning far beyond what you could measure. Nothing about your journey has been wasted. Your Father's message is simple, steady, and full of care. He wants you to know that He is proud of who you are becoming, not because you are perfect, but because you keep choosing to grow. He sees the patience you have learned, the strength you didn't know you had, and the way you still try to do good even when life feels heavy. He asks you to release guilt you have carried unnecessarily, to stop blaming yourself for things that were never yours to fix, and to trust that love continues even when it is no longer visible. Archangel Michael gently reminds you that heaven communicates through peace, not fear. If something is meant for you, it will arrive with clarity and calm. This is why your heart is being invited to rest, to breathe, and to receive reassurance instead of anxiety. The timing of this message is not about being too late, but about being ready. Ready to let go of worry. Ready to accept guidance. Ready to move forward without carrying the weight of unanswered questions. As you listen, allow yourself to remember moments of warmth, advice that still echoes in your mind, values that shaped you and still guide your decisions. Those were not memories meant to fade, they were seeds planted to help you navigate life with wisdom and compassion. You are not alone in your decisions, and you have never walked your path without support. This message also brings encouragement for what lies ahead. A season of steadiness is forming around you. Things that felt uncertain are beginning to align quietly. You may notice clearer thinking, better choices, and a renewed sense of direction. Trust this process. You do not need to force outcomes or rush answers. Peace will guide you step by step, and clarity will come as you remain patient and grounded. Take this moment as a reminder to live fully, to honor love by caring for yourself, and to move forward with confidence rather than fear. You are supported, protected, and deeply valued. Let this understanding settle into your heart and stay with you long after these words end. God says, "Stay with these words a little longer, my beloved soul, because what unfolds now is meant to settle deep within you, not rush past your thoughts. This part of the message is not louder than the first, it is quieter, more reflective, like a hand resting gently on your shoulder. It comes to help you understand the signs you may have noticed but never fully explained to yourself, the moments of calm after chaos, the sudden clarity when confusion once lived, the inner nudge that guided you away from harm without you realizing it. Archangel Michael speaks of how love continues its work even when it is no longer seen. Your Father's presence has been woven into your life through protection that arrived silently and guidance that felt like intuition. There were times when you felt an unexplainable pause before making a decision, moments when something told you to wait, to choose differently, or to trust a path that did not seem obvious. Those moments were not accidents. They were gentle interventions meant to keep you aligned with peace rather than regret. You have grown through seasons that tested your patience and reshaped your understanding of strength. There were chapters when you felt you had to become strong too quickly, when responsibility came before rest, and when you learned to carry yourself even while missing support you once knew. This message acknowledges that growth. It does not ask you to be stronger now, it invites you to be softer with yourself. To recognize that resilience also means allowing rest, reflection, and kindness toward your own heart. Your Father's message carries reassurance about the choices you are making now. He wants you to know that progress is not always loud or visible. Sometimes it shows up as consistency, as choosing peace over conflict, as walking away from situations that drain your spirit, and as staying true to your values even when shortcuts are tempting. These quiet decisions are shaping a future that feels steadier and more grounded than before. Archangel Michael also brings attention to your inner voice. You may have noticed that it has become calmer recently, less reactive, more thoughtful. This is not coincidence. It is the result of lessons learned and wisdom earned through experience. You are becoming someone who responds rather than reacts, who listens before acting, and who trusts discernment over impulse. This growth honors the love that shaped you and prepares you for what is ahead. There is also healing taking place around old memories. Not erasing them, but softening their edges. Pain that once felt sharp is beginning to lose its hold, replaced by understanding and acceptance. You are learning that remembering does not mean reliving, and honoring the past does not require staying there. This message encourages you to carry forward what strengthened you and release what no longer serves your peace. Your Father wants you to live fully, without hesitation or guilt. To pursue what brings meaning, to build connections that feel safe and sincere, and to allow joy without questioning whether it is deserved. He reminds you that living well is one of the greatest ways to honor love. Not through sadness or longing, but through presence, gratitude, and purpose. As this part of the message settles, take note of how your breath slows and your thoughts feel more ordered. That is alignment. That is your spirit recognizing truth without force. There is no rush here. No demand. Only an invitation to continue forward with clarity, balance, and trust. Let these words stay with you as a quiet anchor. More will unfold gently, layer by layer, just as it is meant to. Stay with this message a little longer, because what is shared now is meant to reach deeper than words. This part is about understanding the quiet connection that continues beyond what the eyes can see. Love does not stop when presence changes form. It simply learns new ways to reach you. Your Father's care has not faded with time, it has matured into guidance that arrives through calm thoughts, timely pauses, and an inner steadiness that helps you choose wisely even when the path feels uncertain. You may have noticed that certain worries no longer disturb you the way they once did. Situations that used to trigger fear now invite patience instead. This shift did not happen overnight. It is the result of unseen support working alongside your own growth. Each time you chose understanding over anger, restraint over impulse, and hope over despair, you strengthened a bond that continues to protect you in subtle ways. Archangel Michael speaks about trust, not blind trust, but grounded trust built on awareness. You are learning to trust yourself more. To recognize when something aligns with your values and when it does not. To step back from noise and listen to what feels steady and true inside you. This discernment is a gift you carry forward, shaped by love, experience, and reflection. There is reassurance here for moments when loneliness quietly visits. Loneliness does not mean abandonment. It often signals a transition, a space where old patterns fall away to make room for deeper connections. You are not meant to walk every stretch with constant company. Some parts of the journey are designed for inner strengthening, for learning your own rhythm, and for discovering peace that does not depend on external validation. Your Father's message gently reminds you to honor your emotions without letting them define you. Feel what arises, but do not let temporary feelings rewrite your sense of worth or direction. Sadness can be acknowledged without becoming permanent. Memories can be cherished without becoming anchors that hold you back. You are allowed to move forward while still holding love in your heart. Archangel Michael also speaks of balance. You have a tendency to carry responsibility quietly, to think deeply, and to place others' needs alongside your own. This part encourages you to include yourself fully in your care. Rest. When you need rest. Speak when something matters to you. Choose environments that nourish rather than drain. Balance is not selfish, it is necessary for clarity and long-term peace. As you continue to grow, opportunities will appear that require calm decision-making rather than urgency. When those moments come, remember this message. Breathe first. Listen inwardly. Choose what feels aligned with integrity and long-term well-being. Guidance often speaks softly, not through pressure, but through clarity that feels settled and calm. Your Father's presence remains a source of encouragement, not control. He wants you to live freely, confidently, and authentically. To laugh without guilt, to plan without fear, and to believe that your life has meaning beyond immediate outcomes. You are not being watched with judgment, but supported with care. Let this part of the message rest with you. There is no need to rush through it. Reflection will reveal more than analysis. Peace will clarify what force never could. Continue forward with trust, grounded awareness, and an open heart. More understanding unfolds naturally when you allow it space. Remain here with these words, because this final part is not meant to rush you or pressure you, but to gently settle something deep within you. What unfolds now is about closure, reassurance, and quiet strength. Your Father's message does not arrive with fear or urgency in the way humans often understand it. It arrives with steadiness, with a calm reminder that love continues even when form changes. Nothing meaningful was left unfinished. Nothing important was forgotten. There is a reason you have been reflecting more lately, thinking about choices, directions, and the meaning behind certain events in your life. This is not confusion. It is clarity slowly forming. Growth often begins with questions before it becomes understanding. Your Father mean you are lost. It means you are becoming more conscious of where you are going and why. Archangel Michael speaks here of release. You have been carrying silent weight, expectations you placed on yourself, regrets you replayed, and moments you wished had unfolded differently. This message asks you to loosen your grip on those burdens. What is done has already shaped you into someone wiser and more compassionate. You do not need to punish yourself for lessons already learned. Let the past inform you, not imprison you. There is also reassurance about your future. You may not see the full picture yet, but you are being guided toward stability rather than chaos, toward peace rather than constant struggle. Even delays have served a purpose. Some things did not arrive earlier because you were still becoming ready to receive them with clarity instead of fear. Timing is not punishment. It is preparation. Your Father's presence now feels different because it is meant to empower you, not hold you in longing. He does not want you to live looking backward. He wants you to build, to plan, to experience joy without guilt. Loving someone who has passed does not mean pausing your life. It means carrying their values forward through how you live, how you treat others, and how you honor yourself. Archangel Michael also reminds you that intuition is one of your strongest tools. You often sense when something is right or wrong long before logic explains it. Trust that sense. It has rest instead of forcing. Believe instead of doubting your worth. You do not need to prove anything to be deserving of care, success, or peace. As this message comes to a close, understand this clearly: you are not alone, and you were never abandoned. Support surrounds you in ways that are quiet but constant. Your life still has chapters to unfold, experiences to enjoy, and meaning to express. Walk forward without fear of forgetting, because love does not disappear when you move on, it transforms into strength. Let these words stay with you as a calm reminder. You are protected, guided, and deeply valued. Take what resonates, release what no longer serves you, and continue your journey with confidence and inner peace. If this message brought you peace or clarity, take a moment at the end to support the journey here. Like this video, share it with someone who may need comfort today, leave a comment with a word of gratitude or reflection, and subscribe to stay connected with more messages that bring calm, faith, and understanding.